Play ball!
Wing Wednesday on Sports Tree Ltd. is presented by Halo Fishing from American Baitworks.
Steer right!
Hello and welcome to the 11th episode of Wing Wednesday here on Sports Tree Ltd. Presented by Halo Fishing from American Baitworks. Folks, I'm Connor Roundtree. We're coming to you on a Thursday, mainly because of my COVID-19 vaccination. I got vaccinated and it put me on my butt for the last 24 hours, but I'm feeling a little bit better, and we are coming to you live to preview the Blue Jays 3-game season series finale against the Chicago White Sox. But before we can get into the Blue Jays matchup, we have to take a look at our MLB rundown. Starting with the standings, and in the American League East, the Tampa Bay Rays controlled the AL East for a third consecutive week and set the pace in the major leagues with 39 wins. The Chicago White Sox are still atop of the Central with 37 wins, and out on the West Coast, it's the Oakland Athletics that are still in the driver's seat with 37 wins of their own. Shifting over to the National League, the New York Mets are the only team in the NL East over 500, and they lead the way. In the Central Division, the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers are tied atop the NL Central with identical 35 and 27 records. And the National League leading Giants still lead the NL West with 38 wins. Getting into our Blue Jays weekly flyby, the Blue Jays are in the midst of a gutsy series with the Chicago White Sox. Toronto got beat up 6-1 on Tuesday and rallied in the 8th inning on Wednesday for a beautiful 6-2 comeback. On Tuesday night, the Blue Jays couldn't convert with multiple runners in scoring position, and they immediately righted that wrong on Wednesday night. The 8th inning was one of patience for the Blue Jays that saw Vladdy walk in the tying run before the Blue Jays blew the doors open. Our J of the series so far is Bo Bichette. He's 5 for 8 at the plate against the White Sox in the past 2 games. Getting into our Blue Jays preview of Thursday night's matchup, Hyun-Jin Ryu will take the bump for the Birds. He's coming off an uncharacteristically shaky start his last outing. Granted, the game was played in a monsoon, but I like Ryu to make a statement in this rubber match. Dallas Keuchel takes the bump for the White Sox. He's 4-0 in his career against the Blue Jays, and he will look to give Chicago the edge to take this series. I like the difference of this game to be the confidence of the Blue Jays bats. This is a huge game for Toronto against a top-tier opponent, and I like the Blue Jays to rise to the occasion and earn a win here in Chi-Town on Thursday night. As for the game of the day here on Wing Wednesday, it has to be the Toronto Blue Jays versus the Chicago White Sox. Two extremely talented teams in the potential wildcard playoff matchup. Toronto has their ace on the hill. Chicago counters with a guy who's never lost against the Blue Jays in his career. This is going to be an awesome game, but make sure you take the Blue Jays to edge it out with confidence from their bats. Folks, talking about how Bo Bichette and those Blue Jays have been soaring has me hungry for some chicken wings. But first, a word from our sponsor. Folks, Compliments chicken wing tasting. Never heard of the brand. It's a purple box, honey garlic flavors. Here we go. Grip it, dip it, and lip it. Compliments frozen chicken wings. They come in a little small. They're all right. Not so bad for a frozen wing. Give them about a 3.2. Compliments frozen chicken wings. The purple box. If you ever see them, don't buy them. Getting into our monkey knife fight play of the day, we're going to play a hit parade, and the first guy they have to lock in is Xander Bogaerts. He's running a 7-game hit streak with 11 hits over that span. Our second pick is Bo Bichette. He has 5 hits in his last 2 games against the White Sox, as we said earlier. And our third and final pick is Whit Merrifield. He's on a 10-game hit streak, collecting 15 hits over that span, locking those 3 guys on monkey knife fight to double your buy-in. For our fantasy up and down, we're going to start off with a bat to put up and into your lineup. It's Hunter Renfroe. He's been solid with 10 knocks in his last 10 games, but he's crushed 3 home runs in his last 21 plate appearances against the Astros starter Zach Greinke, who Renfroe and the Red Sox face on Thursday night. So make sure you put him up and into your lineup. Our down is Brandon Lowe. He's 0 for his last 14 at-bats. He's hitting just 188 this season. As for our pitching down, it is Sonny Gray. Make sure you pop the Reds starter down into an IL spot. The Reds placed him on the 10-day IL list with groin tightness. Our up is Wade Miley, one of Cincinnati's other starters. Miley has been on point in his last 3 starts, tallying 14 Ks while recording a sub-2 ERA. For a trivia question on this week's edition of Wing Wednesday, to get in to win a pair of MLB tickets to see any team you want, courtesy of Halo Fishing from American Baitworks, here is your question. Which MLB pitcher had no right hand? Head on over to sportstree.ca right now, our web app. Either sign up or subscribe. And remember, an upgrading your subscription is an upgrade in your chances to win up to $15,000 a year and tickets to see your favorite teams play live. Folks, I'm Connor Roundtree, and on behalf of our sponsors, Halo Fishing from American Baitworks. When in doubt, just wing it.
Play ball!
Wing Wednesday on Sports Tree LTD is presented by Halo Fishing from American Baitworks.
Strike!